All right, so this question says a $60,000 piece of machinery depreciates in value at the same rate for each year. The function v of t is equal to 60,000 times 0.89 raised to the t represents this situation where t is the time in years and v is the remaining value of the machine. And what we're asked to answer for this question is we're to decide whether the function represents growth or decay, so a percent increase or a percent decrease. And then we're to determine whatever that percent is. So, as usual, it's very important for us to pull out the important information that is given in the problem. So they gave us the equation that represents the function right here. Remember the fact that we have or t in the exponent, we know that this is representative of an exponential equation. So going back to the general form, y is equal to a times b raised to the x, where or a value is our initial value and or b is our growth factor. And in this case, what we can see is or A is 60,000 and or growth factor is 0.89. So what are some things that we know? Well, we know this is going to represent decay. The decay factor in this case is 0.89. How do I know it's decay? Because the factor is less than 1, and so since 0.89 is less than 1, we know that the function represents decay and depreciates. The key word in this problem too, the word depreciates, also means decay, so we know it's going to represent decay. So if that's the case, now what is the percent decay? How do we find it? Or in this case, so here's what we do. What we would do is to find a percent decrease, we can turn the 8.89 into a percent by multiplying. And remember, percent means 100, so we're going to take that 0.89, we're multiplying it by 100, and we're getting 89%. All right, that's the remaining value. So the percent decrease means how much of the decrease, how much of a decrease there was below the original 100%. So in this case, what we would do is we're going to take our original 100%, we're going to subtract the remaining percent that was left, which is 89, and that gives us 11%. So in this case, our percent decrease is actually 11%. So the reason why we're multiplying by 100 is that because percent means 100. And in a decrease, we're going to subtract from the original percent, which is 100.